I'm thirsty.
Spawned like a ghost out the databases of millions and millions of servers. Here is the newest, strangest flavor ever offered by your friends at Coca-Cola, X3000. What is the flavor? No one knows. It was created specifically by artificial intelligence to be the perfect drink for the cola-swilling public. Alright! So let's start off with a brief history lesson. When all this first started, we had Coca-Cola Starlight, which tasted like a mix of black cherry along with a chalky, sugary mix. After that came the Dream World, which tasted like a chalky, sugary mix. After that came a bizarre flavor called Move, and that tasted like a chalky, sugary mix. And then after the Move came Coca-Cola Ultimate. It's quite a name, right? What do you suppose it tasted like? Chalky, sugary mix. Guys, it may seem like on this show that I am awfully hard to please. I mean, I give out so few 5-star ratings, and I've been known to get nitpicky on occasion, but honestly, I'm not that tough a judge. If something tastes good enough, I'll bolster its score a little bit, why not? And with this item, Coca-Cola Y3000, I'm not asking for much. As a matter of fact, I've reached a point where if this does not taste like a chalky, sugary mix, I just might give this 3 additional stars! Combining the look of this label with its uber-futuristic name, I expect this cola to taste like a shock to the system. When I see these deep blues and purples, I expect a really deep, hard-hitting flavor. Like something akin to a grape or a blueberry. If it doesn't have that, then no bother, so long as it doesn't taste like a chalky, sugary mix, I'll still go easy on it. All I know is that I started this promotion with such high hopes for the Coca-Cola company. It started out really strong, and I was eager to see where it would go next. And in the end, it was just like it was running around on a hamster wheel. Kinda reminds me of the Maze Runner series. Now, I gotta think there is some deep meaning to this title. What is Y3000? Why does it look like there's almost pulsating sound waves on this label? Something tells me I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. Alright, well, I didn't find a whole lot, but I did find this one tidbit that's bound to make a whole lot of people angry out there. They say online that Coca-Cola Y3000 is the drink of the future and that it was concocted by artificial intelligence. Ho! Now here's a radical thought. What I lead to believe is nobody, not a single person with a pulse, invented this flavor. This flavor was created by an algorithm, a computer program concocted solely to create the perfect flavor. So maybe I should have the highest of expectations for this flavor. If anybody would know exactly what the public at large would want in a soft drink, it would be an enormous computer brain. As a matter of fact, I don't put it past the realm of possibility that my words, the actual transcripts of all the shows that I have put on YouTube thus far, are a part of this hive mind. Maybe in a roundabout way, my words helped create this soda. And that is quite a creepy thought. What do I think about that, you ask? Well, you can't fight it. It's progress. My viewership has been in the toilet for a long time now. And I'm wondering if it's because either the show has stagnated and people are starting to jump off, or if it's because I do so much talking on the show, I inevitably say something that will piss certain subsets of fans off. And while here I stand, it is a struggle to get one of these videos over 100 views these days, I'm about to say something that will probably divide this number in half as well. I am one of the rare few who actually thinks AI is kind of cool. Everywhere I look, people are not only against AI, but they're rioting against AI with slings and arrows. They say that it's a form of plagiarism, that this computer algorithm is dipping into so many different existing art styles, be it visual art or stories on a page, that it's taking so many minute little bits of everybody's work and cobbling them together to make a thing. So that I can't argue. Yes, it does seem like it's a little bit of sneaky thievery. I can totally understand the controversy behind AI and why people do not want it. It's gonna end up changing the world someday, and maybe not for the better. I think of all the budding writers and artists who might be out of work in the next 5 years or so. I look and I see so many actors and script writers on strike refusing to work because they feel like they're threatened that AI is gonna infiltrate their industry. I can see their point of view, and I can understand why they'd be threatened. They are threatened because AI is no joke. And that's the part that I take umbrage with. People say that AI art looks lifeless, that it looks like absolute shit, and that there's no craft put into it. And that's where I have to heartily disagree. People are actually threatened by AI in the first place because it's actually fascinating and eerily good at what it does. I mean, maybe not so much at writing stories, but to be honest, you've heard me complain about the stories in Hollywood for years now. I feel like every movie and TV show has been suffering lately. And if AI were to poop together a shitty script, would it be all that different from most of what we have nowadays? And as for the art, I gotta say, from personal stance, that I do find it a little frustrating because I like to draw in my spare time, but I have to admit that my skills as an artist have plateaued. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get any better than I am right now. And if I were to describe to AI to draw me an image, you can feasibly do it in any style I want, including art styles I've always strived to be better at, but never could be. My drawings have always been very cartoony, but I've always strived to make them more comic book-ish. I have characters that I've been drawing for years and years. I plug their likenesses into AI, and they've never looked better. In fact, I look back at those old characters and I say to myself, you know what? Maybe these weren't such bad ideas after all. Through artificial intelligence, they've all been pumped up to look like professional works. And lastly, before I get off the topic, AI is a very good thing to have around to draw things that nobody in their right mind would ever want to draw. I come up with a stupid idea off the top of my head and say, a taco shell full of angry monkeys in front of the Hoover Dam. Who the hell would want to waste their time drawing that? Well, with AI, not only can I create it, but I can make it look like a Thomas freaking Kincaid! So yes, my stance on it is thus. I agree with you that it's going to ruin the world someday, but as of now, it's fun to play with. But the jury is still out on whether or not Skynet can tell us what we want, what we desire as consumers. So this right here might turn out to be one of the most interesting verdicts of all time on this show. Can a computer brain concoct the perfect flavor to delight the human taste bud? This turns into a chalky, sugary mix. Is that just indicative of what we're going to be forced to eat when the machines take over? Take a sniff, I'll let you know what it smells like. More of the same. You ever see in cartoons when robots eat, it's usually just like buckets of gears and bolts and screws? Wouldn't that be funny if that's exactly what the flavor was here? If it was, would I know? Alright, if it has a strong metallic taste, I'll let you know. Whoa. Well, if nothing else, what I'm about to say is bound to grasp your curiosity. And if that was what they were after with this Coca-Cola, I mean, maybe they weren't out to create the perfect flavor, but the perfect pitch to get people to buy their product. In such case, I think they succeeded with flying colors. This soda tastes like everything, everywhere, all at once. It tastes like Coca-Cola. It tastes fruity. It tastes tarty. It tastes like a chalky, sugary mix. And it tastes almost medicinal. It tastes like Dimetap flavored sweet tarts? Oh wait, no. It tastes kind of like liquefied Pez with a slight sensation in the background like after you drank charcoal lemonade? Oh wait, no. It tastes like orange Coke! Orange bottle cap flavored Coke! Yeah, I think of all the descriptors, that last one was right on the money. It tastes a lot like bottle cap candies if you've ever had those, but specifically the orange flavor. Which is really weird because when you look at this soda and you taste what it tastes like, you'd think there'd be some kind of like weird like orange tint to it, but no, it just looks like a regular Coke. So the million-dollar question, I guess, is did the algorithm succeed at its mission? Well, it did create something new, so I gotta give it points for that. But is this the ultimate flavor that everybody should experience? I don't think so. I mean, you could very easily go through the whole rest of your life without ever trying this. You're not gonna be that bad off. But you know, a funny way to think about it, maybe the algorithm did this on purpose. Maybe it didn't want to blow its entire wad all in the first shot. It's all part of the program. They didn't want to overload our taste buds at first blush. No, they want to slowly reel us in so we'll keep buying and buying their future products. Is this a success? Is it one big whiff? Or is this exactly what they intended? Whatever the truth might be, I'm gonna have to award this 3.5 stars. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are not gonna wanna try this item just by the sheer principle of what it is, that it's AI created, those same people who are saying that AI is ruining the planet, that it looks like shit, that it's already starting to put people out of business even though it's only its infancy, it's only gonna get worse from here. To those people I say, don't run from the future. This one time, run towards it. Grab yourself a bottle of this, take a swig, and then judge whether or not it's shit or it's not shit. I mean, blind hate. It's the worst thing on the planet. There's one thing that I don't agree with, it's just judging something blindly. Take a drink of it and put your money where your mouth is. Or maybe that's exactly what the robots want me to say. Yeah, I was a little worried going into it, but it turned into a nice conversation piece. Hey, you are being uncharacteristically positive today. Are you feeling all right? Last night? What did I do last night? Was there a TNA pay-per-view? Are you talking about that PCO match? Refresh my memory, Donut. What did I do last night? Donut, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not scratch you last night. Donut, I did... You specifically told me not to... Huh. Well, that's strange. Was I sleepwalking again? Or maybe... Is Donut confusing a dream with a memory? Because I've done that before. Oh no! It can't be! He's back!